The past 14 days, we've had so much news about Delta Force and what to expect on December 5th with what the new battle pass will have in it, a new PvE extraction mode. They finally confirmed if the game will have bots in it or not. Spoiler alert, there will be no bot players in the extraction mode or in the battlefield mode. But at the same time, I actually think it's kind of a bad thing, but we'll get into that when we talk about that section. New cooldown timers for looting when killing a player or looting a safe, them wanting to join all the maps together and make it an open world. A new operator is getting added when the game drops, and she seems pretty
That's the new operator. So we get one new operator per season at least.
Cool, and even got some footage of other operators that they'll be adding in the future. Wait, pause the video right here. Is that an operator with a riot shield?
I hope not.
There's so much more, and like always in this video we'll have bookmarks so you can bounce around and only listen to the things you want to. All I'm gonna ask is, if you do end up enjoying this video, remember to subscribe to the channel. It's free for you guys, but it does mean the world to me. Let's talk about one of the most requested changes, removing bot players from both extraction mode and the battlefield mode. And I'm thrilled to announce that there will no longer be bot players in either mode. They finally officially announced it. In extraction mode, encountering bot players has been a frequent frustration since they often have identical gear and weapons, making the experience way less enjoyable. Of course, bots will still exist in the PvE aspect of the game, where like the scavs are still going to be there.
Of course,
no more bots disguised as real players.
Of course.
While I'm happy about this update, I do have kind of mixed feelings because not everyone is like a sweat lord. Not everyone is a juicy player. So I hope those who struggle might benefit from easier matches occasionally, just to give them like a little boost of confidence.
No, I don't like that. When game developers is holding the player's hand, come on. I mean, all I had to say to that is get good.
However, I understand this could be exploited for easy loot runs, so I see why it's necessary to remove them entirely. What they did add is a new mode called Raid, and in this new map, it's just a pure PvE style experience. Even if you die, you won't lose your gear, making a great option for those types of players we were talking about earlier. Hell, I'll even enjoy playing this for some more chill, fun experiences when I'm just, having a bad day or I'm just in a rut. However, one thing they mentioned is that you will be rewarded for being successful, but it's unclear whether you'll keep the loot you collect on this raid map or if you'll just receive a certain amount of currency. We don't have all the details yet, but one thing I'm sure of is you will be rewarded in some way. So
yeah, that's the PvE mode, which is freaking awesome. It's like an extraction mode, except you go in with other players, teammates, and killing NPCs, maybe not NPCs, but AI. And if you die, you keep your loot. So, I mean, instead of adding bots to extraction, which he talks about, I mean, hey, jump into this and just warm up. Perfect warm-up mode. Perfect.
So PvE experience, you'll get rewarded for just playing that. I think that's a huge win for this game. They did just show off the newest battle pass for the
wow. So this is awesome. A new operator, new skin for the dude with the shield thing, an incendiary grenade. Like it, to be honest. Gold weapons, okay, and then some backgrounds, okay. Not a fan of the skins, but okay, totally fine. XP bonus, and then chests and cases. Okay, this is just a small part of it, and you do know I like battle passes, so hey. But I mean, this seems okay.
The Chinese version of the game, which I'm pretty sure is the same thing we'll be getting on December 5th. And it does show the new operator that we'll be getting, and you will be getting it in the battle pass, and she is in the free version, so you don't have to worry about paying to unlock her. Like a lot of other battle pass, there is a free route, and you get her pretty early on, and she's a part of it.
Let's go.
We also got a new player skin right here, which, let me say, looks pretty dope. It looks pretty gritty. It doesn't look too cartoony. I'm really vibing with this.
Like 2042.
They also showed in the bottom right here, if you buy the premium version of the battle pass, you will get a bigger secure container for the entire length of that battle pass, which is going to be a 3x2. Now, this really is the biggest pay to win feature, and some people might get really upset with, you know, other people having a bigger container, but personally, I don't think it's the biggest issue. And of course, you're going to have your own feelings on this. If you think this is unfair, if someone buys the premium version, they have a bigger secure container.
Well, come on, they have to make money some way, but pay to win. We get one extra space. Come on!
For a little bit. Complain. I want to hear it in the comments down below. Do you agree with this? Do you not agree with this? And this being a free-to-play game, I don't know. I justify this, and I don't think it's really that egregious. Oh, that's a good word, egregious. Like I said, this game just being free to play, it's understandable, but to put your head at rest though, I will let you know they have confirmed you will not be able to pay for currency like you can in Arena Breakout. So if this is the worst of it, I think we can all live with it. Also, you can get this case by just doing missions, so don't worry, there will be other ways to get bigger secure containers in game. So in the game, they already have it, so when you use a key card to open a room, the person that uses the key card has like 50 seconds to loot before your teammates can even do anything really in that room. Now,
yes, that is awesome, because god damn it, I hate when I'm looting and then it suddenly just disappears. I'm one of those people which is, hey, give me the loot. I steal loot, I am. So both for me and my teammates, though I usually go in solo, but hey, it's a good one.
Now, the feedback they said during the beta was there were a lot of loot goblin douchebags people played with. My words, not theirs. And they are going to start extending this loot cooldown to not only the locked rooms, but to now players you kill and the state safes you start looting first. This will be something in the options that you can turn on or off if you want, but this might be something good on paper, and we will really have to wait and see. Like, who officially gets the kill on the player? If I down someone damage and some loot goblin just goes and rushes and finishes him off, is that his kill? Or because
no, it should be the one that downs the player, okay? In the down state, because that's the most fair and the one that does most damage, okay? That's the most fair way to do it.
I down the player first, is it considered my kill? Or what about all the scenarios where people are just going to bum rush the safes without playing as a team to make sure they get it first? I guess that already happens though, right? But I just see a lot of scenarios where I think
oh, people are greedy, so hell yeah, buddy. It happens.
it'll make people play a lot more stupid because they want first dibs. But on the other hand, people still play like this because they're stupid little loot goblins. So we will just have to wait and see. My biggest takeaway from this, though, is they're listening to player feedback and they want to fix things that they keep hearing over and over again. I think this is the greatest thing. They actually care, you guys. Can you believe that? They care, it sounds like.
Oh, they care. I've seen the streams, and holy shit, they listen, they care, they try to make it all around awesome for, of course, not everyone, because hey, if you make a game that everyone likes, nobody likes it, okay? So of course there are gonna be haters, but they're listening, guys.
We'll see though. We'll see. Team Jade. We also got a sneak peek of what the updates get.
At the same time, the developers of Arena Breakout Infinite, they did the same thing, said the same thing. Oh, no pay to win. No pay to win. What happened? Like, god damn. They had to pay to win. But they toned it down, so now I feel like pay to win, you know, it's not really pay to win. Are you killing the people, the players that bought something? Hey, you get the loot, so they paid for your loot again. So I mean, it's a win-win for me. Huh? If you can't kill them, get better.
Is going to be looking like and what they're going to be focusing on. So there is going to be a big patch every 3 months, which I think is a great time frame to do these. 3 months isn't too long or too short. They are going to be including in this one new operator, which kind of does worry me only because of balancing of the operators. I wouldn't mind them adding one every 3 months, but if they have to also vault one because it's too OP or if it just doesn't balance it, I'm okay with that also. I'm just always worried about the balance.
You're okay with vaulting operators? Then what the hell are you gonna do with the skins you buy? No. Don't vault them. Come on. You're paying for skins, goddammit. You can't vault the operators. Hey, I paid for my skin and now the character's gone? No. But yeah, balancing issues, that's the thing. Hope they figure that out.
Balancing of hero characters in a game like this. They're also gonna do an operations map update. It doesn't...
Like 2042, they stopped releasing operators because it could be too many. So hopefully down the road, we'll see. Vaulting means that they block it for use though, so they can fix it before unvaulting. Yeah, but at the same time, you still did buy for it. That's the thing.
Say a new operations map, it just says an update to it. So maybe they'll expand the maps or do something, but there's going to be an update to one of the maps always. They're going to add new vehicles.
And when we talk about this, think about Destiny. I mean, come on. Vaulting doesn't mean it comes back. They stopped doing operators since no one liked them. Maybe, but I don't think that's the only reason.
Weapons, there's no vehicles in operation, so that's kind of odd. And this is for operations, right? So I don't know. Maybe it's for the raid mode, but I'm not sure.
No.
And then they'll also do continuous
that's kind of weird.
And optimization. What they mentioned in the podcast that's not on the sheet though is they're going to do one giant update every year. So this will happen every 3 months still, but every year they're going to have like a giant optimization or something special. And what they're shooting for after the end of the year 1 of the game, so December 5th 2025, they want the game to go open world in operations. That's crazy. And that's
hell yeah.
It kind of actually makes sense to me.
That's kind of awesome, but how will that work? I mean, holy shit, that big map? That's kind of like Raids on Warfare with a huge map. It could work, but at the same time, does it fit the game? Will it be a separate mode? That would be sweet if it's a separate mode. Probably. It has to be, huh? Put all maps in one big area? I mean, it could work. We'll see. We'll see. As long as there's separate mode. I don't think like a big area would fit Delta Force, to be honest. I don't believe so.
Because eventually, I guess they want to open up the world we're in now, like the continent or whatever you want to call it. They're going to make that open world, and maybe they'll open up another world where they'll start expanding on that. But having an open world in an extract style game like this, I don't know how they would do it, but it really does interest me, and I'm really excited to see it.
Hell yeah.
We also do have a new operator, like I said, in the battle pass. She's in the battle pass, but very early on. And guess what? She's going to be coming December 5th. Her name's Zoya Penchkova. We got a trailer with her, and we get to see all her stuff. So she does have a blinding gas grenade where, you know, you throw it and it blinds people in the radius of it. That's pretty cool. Her tack ability sounds pretty intense, where she releases a drone and it provides buff to friendlies that are next to the drone, so it increases their weapon control, and it also makes it so that if you get a kill or an assist while in this buff state, the next time that she does this to you, the buff will even be better next time. At least that's how I read it. It's from Chinese, but
holy shit, that's OP. That is OP. Holy shit. Woo! Okay. Ooh, they may have to tone it down a bit, huh?
Yeah, that sounds really OP, to be honest.
Yeah.
She has a passive ability, which is efficient healing, so it just shortens friendly healing time. And I don't know if this is meant to say it shortens her healing time, or if it means that it shortens your whole team's. But if it's your whole team's, again, this this hero is going to be very good. And then she does
maybe a little too good.
An ultimate ability, and it's again another thing with her swarm.
Both in operations and in all-out warfare,
where she pushes out this swarm of drones towards the enemy, and what it will do is it'll make it so that the enemy loses temporary hearing, their vision gets disrupted, and they have a reduction of max HP. And I also heard the weapon control of them goes shitty too. So like you're also going to have really crappy recoil if you get hit with this also. This character does sound really good. We're going to have to try her out, of course, and I will be on December 5th. Come by the stream. I think this character is already kind of sounding too OP, but this is what I was worried about, where you have all these hero characters, you want to add more, balancing them all. There's going to be ones that are, of course, meta. There's going to be ones that are just garbage. So I am hoping maybe every once in a while they vault some characters.
I mean, if they balance it out, and sometime they have to stop releasing operators. Of course, maybe they'll release one operator per season only in the first year. After that, they'll do something else. But yeah, definitely. This is one of the ways I don't like operators in FPS. Yeah, but it depends. Like Rainbow Six, it works. It's just all about the balance. So far, it works in operations at least.
Or they just takes them away for a little bit if they are too OP. The other thing I saw in another trailer, because they've been releasing a ton of trailers for this game lately, is I did see another operator that had a riot shield. The riot shield doesn't look too big, but I'm sure once they crouch, it'll cover their whole body. But I don't know what it is with...
Yeah, one thing, what we saw at the beginning of the video, I mean, riot shield, no. Don't bring that into this game. Hell to the no. No. That's a no-go. No, that is too OP. And you are invincible with that thing, so no. Shields is move, it is. It truly is. Like, that is, nope. That's a no-go. That's a no-go. Like, just look at Warsaw, perfect example. I mean, no, get the out, right? So,
you know, every hero shooter has an operator with a riot shield, and everyone hates them. No one likes that character. So I get why they would do it. It's an easy slam dunk, but it's just I hate riot shields. So yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Now, the last stuff I'm just going to throw at you isn't, we don't have a lot of info on all this stuff, but I do want to make sure I touch base on it. So there is a new boss coming to Space City. It's a highway cop. She is going to be maining a sniper rifle, and she will have auto turrets next to her. And they did consider Space City more of an end game map, where Brackish, the new map that's coming out, is also going to have an entry fee to get into it, but it's not going to be as high level as, say, Space City. And it's a very close quarter map, I would say. Like, it looks like SMGs and shotguns are going to run this one. So I'm really excited to try this out. During the Twitch stream, they also wanted to touch base on anti-cheat. And they were saying that cheaters are the death of FPS games. And they do not take this stuff lightly. They have some of the best anti-cheat in the biz, they're saying. Everyone says that, I get it, but I'm really hoping that they do go really hard on this. Also, I'm hoping they take the route that Arena Breakout did, where if you die to a cheater and they eventually get banned, hopefully they make it so that you get your gear, whatever it's worth, back in the coin, in whatever their currency is. So I'm hoping eventually they add that.
That would be sweet.
And yeah, it just sounds like they're really listening to the community when they were talking on the Twitch stream.
Oh, they are. They're really listening. According to the streams, what they say, I mean, I'm going to say it again. They're really listening and trying to make people happy and put in features that people like. So they're listening to creators and people.
They really care, and consumers. Maybe it's all for show, who knows, but they sound genuine. That's all I'm going to say. And it makes me really excited for this game. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to subscribe to the channel. It's free for you guys. It does mean the world to me. Also, I'm going to be streaming this game nonstop, not only on my YouTube channel here, but on twitch.tv/Geekseh. So come by, hang out. And until next time, I'll talk to everyone later.
Hell yeah. And we're going to do that here too. That's for sure. That was a great video. What a chill dude. Yeah. I'm going to send you the link, guys. Like, that was pretty good.